Slowly kisses passing by the river. I've been missing your strawberry. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Elle, and today I will be showing you guys some of my favorite tips and tricks on how to get rich fast in Adopt Me. Keep in mind, I am not that rich. I started about a month ago, so I can assure you that these tips definitely help you grow your inventory and get better pets fast. Also, this is my first video, so it would mean a lot to me if you guys could smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and maybe even leave a comment down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so let's move on to tip number 1. So tip number 1 is to always age up your pets to the max age. This makes them way easier to trade because people who are making neons or megas don't want to age up every single pet. So they'll most likely give you the same pet, just a lower age, and some good overpays, like possibly another legendary or an ultra rare or something like that. Even if it's just a common cat or something. But also make any neon or mega pet that you can. Like, let's say you have 4 cats. Just grow them up and make a neon. It automatically makes them worth so much more, and you can trade them for a legendary or something, and it just helps grow your inventory and make your inventory more valuable. Okay, so let's move on to tip number 2. So I highly recommend hatching a lot of eggs, but make sure you're hatching the right eggs. For example, I don't really recommend the pet egg or the cracked egg because, as you can see, the cracked egg only has a 1% chance of hatching a legendary and not a very high chance of hatching an ultra rare. The ones I recommend personally are the gumball machine eggs because 1, they will always leave the game, 2, they have a higher percentage of being a legendary or an ultra rare, and 3, even if you just get a common out of it, it's still gonna leave the game and be worth something someday. Something I like to do is get a bunch of the eggs in the gumball machine at the time and just store them in your inventory until they leave the game. You'll soon be able to get overpays for them since they're never ever coming back. I also highly recommend the royal egg and the retired egg because the retired egg is really good to trade since lots of people don't have access to VIP, and also the royal egg has a high percentage of a legendary and is expensive. Sometimes people trade really good stuff for it. For example, I did buy a royal egg and this is an offer I got. Now this is an amazing trade because the ladybug costs Robux and all of the Halloween items are never coming back to the game, and so I hatched one of my other royal eggs and on my first try I got an alicorn, which if you don't know, that's a legendary, so I was super surprised. Okay, so now it's time for tip number 3. Tip number 3 is one of my personal favorites. So tip number 3 is to do as many trading challenges as you can. For example, trading like this food for any pet, trading hyper speed potions for any pet, which by the way you can brew in your house, and also the common to legendary challenge. It just helps you grow your inventory so much, and even though it does take a lot of patience and time, it's definitely the one that helped me the most. Okay, so now it's time for tip number 4. So tip number 4 is kind of a trading tip. So always try to get into rich servers, and one way you can do this is by joining a YouTuber's private server like Roblox Army, or even just scrolling down on the server list and waiting a few minutes to get into a good server. Also, don't go into a rich server until you know the value of the pet you're trying to trade. I don't really recommend the website value checkers because sometimes they can be a bit off. The way I usually check the value of my pets before trying to trade it is by going on YouTube and searching up what people trade for, let's say a Mega Queen Bee or whatever pet you're trying to trade. Usually these people will say what offer was an overpay, what offer was fair, what offer was under, and this just really helps you get an idea of what you should trade it for and what you should not trade it for. This tip is the one that got me the richest. So if you have extra things in games that you don't play anymore or play less than Adopt Me that you're willing to trade for Adopt Me pets, I highly recommend cross-trading. For example, trading, what I did is I traded all of my halos and all of my items in Royal High for Adopt Me pets, and that's how personally I got the most rich. And I know you can too. But be cautious. Don't go first unless somebody is very trusted, has a lot of followers, and a lot of proof. Also, don't scam anyone because, first of all, scamming is just a horrible thing to do in general, and it doesn't make anyone feel good. You'll feel guilty about it, and people will, lose their pets. It's just not a good thing. Plus, if you want to do more cross trades in the future, people won't trust you because you could get exposed. So, I highly recommend cross trading, but be careful and don't get scammed. And another thing I really like to do is building preppy houses or sky castles for pets. Many people aren't very good at building in Adopt Me, and so if you learn how to do it, there's many YouTube tutorials and tips on building that you can pick up like that. I just snap and say like that, but it doesn't even sound like a snap. Anyways, but yeah, building in Adopt Me, you'll get the hang of it, and with a little bit of practice on your own house, you'll get super good at it. You can do this for legendaries or neons or for sky castles, even sometimes megas. But I do recommend asking for the pet first or doing like a half and half kind of thing. That way you don't get scammed, but also don't scam anyone yourself. Alrighty, so that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I really enjoyed filming it. Please don't hate on me because it might not have been the best, but this is my first time actually ever filming a YouTube video. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and comment. Should I make a part 2 with some of my better tips? Just let me know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye! I'll see you next time!